Hey, what's up? We're back with more weird news stories. Let's get into it.
Hey, we got a story that we teased earlier this morning. We got to get to a cheerleader crapping her pants.
Oh, well, geez,
This is
you
one
never
that
get
Danny
enough of
brought
that.
in, of course.
Fucking Danny.
Who needs to talk about Elliot Spitzer when you got stories like this, you know?
Right.
Local school officials investigate a humiliating situation and possible health hazard. A mother says her daughter was forced to endure a 40-minute bus ride while sitting in her own feces. The senior is a cheerleader at Heritage High School in Newport News. She was on a bus returning from a basketball game in Richmond. 13 News reporter Patrick Terpstra joins us live from Heritage. Hi, Patrick. The girl says she did ask her coach to have the bus pull over.
That's right, Brian. Her mother says it was clear that this girl was sick and that all she needed was for that bus to stop. Instead, the bus just kept on going.
Was that a guy or girl reporter? It's like right in the middle.
You know what? If she started flinging it at others on the bus, they would have pulled over. There's always a way out.
Fucking A.
Right,
Man.
Oh,
You're so
God.
right.
That is really disgusting because she even said, like, she was sick, so she probably had,
Yeah.
and the guy wouldn't stop.
Is
The
that
wheels
close?
on the bus go round and round, round and round. Wouldn't it be great if this fucking worked? The wheels on the bus go round and round. We're on a field trip. Where were they going? Oh, cheerleaders?
Yeah.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. Stop the bus. Oh. That's adorable.
More to the story.
That cheerleading squad.
17-year-old, it was a horrifying, humiliating trip down I-64. Just after leaving Richmond.
Why was it horrifying?
Well,
Maybe
no.
for her. For
I-64,
one
which
person on
most people know is the
there's a
Hershey
lot of
Highway.
guys. I bet you there's a lot of guys on the team who are still fucking.
Yeah, plus those bus seats, they're not, they don't absorb the shit. It's just that
Vinyl.
big rectangle leather seat that you shit on, and you're sitting in it for 45 minutes.
Sliding back and forth on every corner.
The other teammate should have shit with her. You know? Solidarity.
Looks like a chocolate, one of those pancakes or, fuck it, hold on. What was I trying to think
Was
of?
it a small bus?
Crepe?
No, one of those
What?
big square cakes.
What? All right, move on.
Sheet cake. Sheet cake.
I just got sheet cake. Thank you. Shit cake.
A shit cake?
I love that. All right, move on. I got the fucking move on.
I gotta do a game show with you pantomiming your sheet cake.
Ah, shit, I suck.
Can we just play charades on the
Okay,
show?
move on. Like fucking charades. Disgusted Bobby tells me to move on.
For the Newport News 17-year-old, it was a horrifying, humiliating trip down I-64. Just after leaving Richmond, she became sick on a bus with about 20 other cheerleaders.
Better then than when she's at the top of the pyramid.
Well, you know this fatso was at the bottom.
You know, you go to a wedding and they have the champagne glasses. Just picture that, except shit. On the top of the fucking.
That's team spirit right there. No, that's feces.
Just shit coming down some poor blonde girl, blue-eyed hair, just all messy.
Hey, two girls, one cup, Lenny?
Oh, God, I gotta go.
Two girls? There's someone in the crowd.
There's a new one called Spank Wire that's going around. Do you know
Really?
about Spank Wire?
Wait, let's get past this story. Then two girls, one cup?
What? I don't understand.
No, don't
Oh,
do
they're
it.
yelling yes. All right. You don't know
Two
what-
girls, one cup.
We'll set that up. We got to find that for you. But first, the rest of this.
She called me crying. She said, Mom, on the bus, I got sick. I need to be cleaned up.
Her mother says the girl asked the cheerleading coach to have the bus pull over. But she says the coach said there was not a safe spot to get off the highway. The bus kept going as the stench and the embarrassment grew worse.
I couldn't believe it. And then she was so upset and crying, and then I was crying because I hated that she even had to go through that.
And then the tears mixed in with the shit. It was
I just couldn't believe it.
It was
Bus
a
driver was
mess.
crying. Everybody was crying because of your shit.
Jams on the brakes. It all goes forward down the aisle.
Well, they didn't stop the bus, not because of the shit thing. They didn't stop it because she's black.
Oh, Opie, why the blatant racism like this? It's just
Crying
there's no
because
place
I
for
hated
it.
that she even had to go through that. I just couldn't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
I can't believe it either.
Wow, the
They wouldn't do that to Hillary.
Who's she
Shit
talking
her
to?
pants.
Maury Povich?
Oh, is that just horrible? That conjures up a horrible image.
You know the shit came out of those little cheerleading panties that just shot out the sides?
Oh, yeah. Tell us more, Bobby.
Just a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
It's down her legs.
She had a fucking nice shitty vagina.
Because if she couldn't hold it in, you know it was just diarrhea.
Just
I gotta
smudged all over her
I gotta
cunt.
loosen my belt. Tell me more, Bobby.
The stench.
Tell me how hot
shit
it
in her
is.
pubes.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't even mention if the team won.
Yeah, that's probably why they didn't pull over.
Yeah,
They're
the
pissed
team-
off that the team got crushed. All right, the last part of the story.
About 40 minutes later, the bus finally pulled off the road at a Wendy's in Williamsburg.
Oh.
The girl was finally able to clean up. Her mother says the cheerleading coach owes an explanation to her and the other girl's parents.
Is that
So
the
she's
Wendy's
not
where the
just
guy went
jeopardizing
crazy and
my
killed
own daughter's
everybody?
health.
Huh?
Is that the Wendy's where the guy went crazy and shot everybody? Didn't that happen in Wendy's? Am I out of it?
There's a few of those, though, around the
Wendy's,
country there.
Well,
Would have been a hell of a coincidence.
yeah.
It's like first the shooting and now this shitty smelling
shooting,
cheerleader.
everything with S's.
Just a great bus. You know, there's a couple fucking stoners hanging out in the parking lot of Wendy's. Look at the chicks, man. And one gets off and just shit all over her fucking kneecaps.
That's when it really gets hot.
And then,
They didn't stop the bus because they thought she was melting.
oh, Jesus.
All right.
You're going to make it. She was on the back of the bus, too, so. Wow.
Oh, well. All right.
Parents.
So she not just jeopardized my own daughter's health, she jeopardized the other 20 girls that was on the bus.
As for the girl who did
They're doing the linger longer lines. Boo got shits. Instead of Boo got shot.
Boo got shits.
They should have tried to give her UPS. See, they're laughing out there, Lane.
I know,
That's
you
inside stuff.
That wasn't shit. That was gold. I want the gold.
It's all inside stuff for
She
the
could
the
be a
faithful.
crackhead.
She could be a craphead.
Craphead.
Bus.
As for the girl who did not want to be identified, she's become the subject of cruel jokes at Heritage High.
She really don't want to go to school because she tormented, you know, and kids, they talk.
An investigation is ongoing.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nationwide
Yeah, when
news.
someone shits their pants in a closed environment, rumors spread.
Sorry we didn't keep this one close to the shoulder.
Yeah, sorry we didn't keep this one on the QT, but
Fucking asshole.
yeah.
In high school, she's gonna be known as shit kid for the rest of her life.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, it's shit kid.
We're getting sick of the fat chick with a frozen hot dog one. We needed a new shit ass.
10-year high school reunion, they'll still be referring.
That cheerleading squad is not going to be revered at the next
I hope she
road
comes,
game.
she comes in a bus.
Anthony, you got the story of the day, you think?
Yeah, this one's good.
You know, this is one of those Chris Rock things. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also something that it's a sign of the times.
I think we all have been in this position and wanted to do exactly what this guy did.
Yeah.
But it's like the perv switch. We kind of hold back at the last second, right?
You hold back, you bite your tongue, and you just fucking, go about your business. This guy was busted for slapping a stranger's child as the child cried in a Walmart. It's a man in Georgia. He's Roger Stevens, 61 years old. He was shopping Monday morning at a Walmart in Stone Mountain when he crossed paths with Sonia Matthews and her little 2-year-old daughter, Paige. The child was crying, which apparently greatly perturbed Matthews. And I quote, he said, "If you don't shut that baby up, I will shut her up for you." Stevens warned Matthews. According to the Gwinnett County Police Department report, moments later, Stevens acted on the threat, slapping little 2-year-old Paige across the face approximately 4 or 5 times. Not even one little smack. Like whack, whack, whack.
He
whack.
went to town.
Yeah.
Went to town.
Though the child started crying and screaming after being struck, Stevens told Matthews, "See, I told you I'd shut her up."
Jesus.
After police were summoned, Stephen told the cop that the child was crying, and he just slapped her. And according to the report, Stevens was arrested for felony cruelty to children and booked into the Gwinnett County Detention Center, where he's going to be held without bond. Little Page sustained slight redness to the face, but was otherwise unharmed. And his mugshot is classic.
Yeah, he looks like
he's
the type of person that would slap someone's kid.
Yeah, he's every old guy that shakes his fist on the lawn.
Oh.
How are you, kids? Why are you? But years ago, it was pretty much acceptable to yell at and give like a whack to kids that weren't even your own, just in a store. If they were doing something they weren't supposed to do.
Fucking no. I never saw that.
Oh, fuck.
In your own house, maybe, if you had someone else's kids there.
No.
I never saw it in public.
Like
that was acceptable.
Not really for crying or anything, but let me give you this little scenario.
Okay.
You're in a store, supermarket.
What kind?
I don't know.
Whole Foods?
Let's go with Key Food or
Key Food?
Wallbaum's.
Okay.
Or if you're in California, a Vons.
A Vons, nice.
Or what about down south?
What about a Wegmans?
If you're in a Winn-Dixie.
Wegmans?
Yeah. If you're in one of those. If you're in a Bohack.
What are some of those other supermarkets?
King Cullen.
Stop and Shop. Seatown.
Seatown.
Shaw's.
Stop right.
That never gets old. That never gets old.
Goddamn.
All right, so you were in one of these supermarkets.
You're in one of these supermarkets, and a child is, but it's back in the 60s or something, and a small child is in the white section of the store, and he is a little colored child. I'm teasing, of course. If it's in the 60s, and a child is climbing up on the shelf or something, climbing up on the shelves, and the mother isn't looking. And somebody grabs the kid, pulls him down, and then gives him a whack on the ass and goes, "Don't you climb up there." And then the parent would turn around and go, "Your child was crawling up." And then the parent would come over, smack the kid again, and go, "Don't you climb up there."
That happened to you?
No. But I've seen things like that
Did it happen
as a
to you?
kid. No, it didn't.
Oh.
I did leave once. My mother thought I was abducted. Yeah, I was. This is my first memory as a human being, by the way. My first memory as a human being, I think I was 3 years old. And it was being in a supermarket in Flushing, Queens. I was a little tyke. And I wanted one of those little balsa wood airplanes that you put together that they would sell in the supermarket, the little rubber band propeller. And my mother finally was like, okay. So she gets it and gives it to me to hold on to until we get to the checkout. Well, I didn't want to wait. So little Anthony just moseyed away from his mom, walked out of the store, and started walking to where I thought was home.
Holy shit.
Because I wanted to play with my airplane.
That was the era of the pedo, too, man.
I don't know. No one got me.
They've calmed down that whole pedo thing for the most part. But when you were young, those vans were just circling neighborhoods,
just
waiting for someone like you.
Waiting for a little tussleable-headed kid like me.
You could have been living in a tent for 18 years.
I know. Getting ass raped or something. So, the next thing I remember is just walking down the street, and my mother and I guess the manager of the supermarket came running behind me, and my mother was all, upset. "What are you doing? You don't ever walk away from it."
And then was crying as she's hitting you?
Yeah, and then she's
so
smacking
relieved.
me, but she's, having I was wanted to play with my airplane. I'm crying, of course.
And now you're scared shitless because you saw her scared shitless?
Yeah. What?
Most kids cry because they see the expression on the adult's face. You know that, right?
Well,
a kid falls
unless you
down.
really punch him.
Well, a kid falls down. You see it all the time on a sidewalk or something. The kid gets up, looks around.
Yeah.
They always look around.
It's like,
and then they see their mom with that horrific look on their face, like, "Oh my God!" And that's when most kids start crying.
Yeah. So you just got to look at them and smile, no matter how badly they're bleeding.
If the parents had a better poker face, these kids wouldn't cry.
Poker face.
They wouldn't cry as much. And as far as this story goes, there should be a law.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a time limit where if a kid is crying in public, that kid is on the clock.
Boy.
And if the mother or the father doesn't do anything to at least try to shut the kid up, then you should have every right to shut the kid up.
I don't think the smacking worked.
Because in most cases, the parents go, "What? Yeah, it's a child. What am I supposed to do?"
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to at least try. I think that's all we want. When we're at a restaurant or we're on a flight, all we want really is for you to at least try. It's frustrating. It drives you nuts that a kid's crying. But what drives me even more nuts is with the parents sitting by and not doing anything because they just assume, well, this is what kids do.
It's like I hear it all day, so it doesn't bother me. It's
Right.
I can tune it out.
But if you don't try to shut up your own kid, then I think we should have every right to shut your kid up for you.
Yep. Or just give it whatever the fuck it wants. Like after a while, you've passed the point. If it's crying because it wants something.
Were you on the flight?
With the candy?
The candy?
Yeah.
And the mother?
Yeah.
That was you, right?
Yeah.
We haven't told that story in a while, but we were flying, lucky enough to be in first class. It was all nice. Mother with a couple of kids, and the kid starts crying because all the kid wants is this candy that the mom actually has in her hand.
Yeah.
And she decided at that moment she needed to teach the kid a lesson at 35,000 fucking feet.
No lesson teaching.
In the middle of a 5.5-hour flight.
Yeah.
That it wasn't... That she's going to teach the kid a lesson and not give him the candy.
You give the kid
Anthony,
whatever
you're
he
sitting
wants.
there like, just give him the fucking candy.
Yep.
Teach him the lesson when this plane lands.
Exactly. Don't fucking start teaching a kid that he can't have candy.
How long did the kid cry
Teach him
for?
a little lesson.
And don't pump it up for the radio.
I can't remember.
At least an hour.
Yeah.
It was at least an hour.
I put the headphones on and...
The kid cried himself out.
Tuned out.
And then finally it was over. But, it could have ended a lot sooner if the woman just gave the damn candy over.
Some parents are very fucking selfish and thoughtless.
Yeah, I agree.
They don't think about anyone else but them and their stupid fucking offspring.
Mm-hmm.
Like enough already.
Man with half his face paralyzed. Good old Jeffrey Woodcock.
Imagine growing up with half your face totally paralyzed. That nightmare was one of New York's realities for one person. Now, he had modern medicine on his side and had performed a minor miracle. For 30 years, this is what Jeffrey Woodcock saw when he looked in the mirror.
Okay, I'm ugly and people think that I'm ugly.
He was born with half of his face completely paralyzed. Doctors aren't sure what caused it, but Jeffrey's left facial nerve just didn't work. He couldn't smile, frown, blink, or make any other facial expression that most of us take for granted. He says it was a tough way to grow up.
No, I got teeth. The kids were ruthless. I was just, never had a date in high school and that whole thing because, everyone always, would make fun of me.
Oh, just stand sideways.
Old paralyzed face. Yeah.
That's when I started drinking eggnog.
Hey, Ralph, which side's my best pro field?
The one that moves.
What a laugh.
Frank, he's frowning.
What's wrong, Frank?
You don't understand what it's like to want to smile and not be able to. My mother was injured in a horse accident. His hoof went into her belly when she was pregnant. Paralyzed my face muscles.
Into a perpetual frown.
Yes.
Yeah. Tragic.
I remember on my birthday, all the kids came over, and my neighbor said, "Smile, you ungrateful little cunt."
All right, well, this is what they're going to do for the guy.
But Dr. Roger Simpson told Jeffrey there was something he could do, a specialized surgical procedure called facial reanimation. Dr. Simpson is one of a handful of surgeons in the country with years of experience doing this operation, and he offered to help Jeffrey.
They're astounded to see what can be done. God has, smiled upon me finally.
He hopes to return that smile with both sides of his face for the first time.
When I was a kid, I always looked in the mirror what would it be like if I, always wanted to see what I would look like?
By Photoshop.
And tomorrow I'll show you this unusual surgery and the difference it's made in Jeffrey's appearance and his life.
Oh, a tease. So we don't know yet?
Don't know.
Do we have the second part of that?
Imagine you care. Imagine you could finally smile and then another 9/11 happens.
Yeah, but he can't do anything but smile. So no matter what kind of news he hears, he has to smile.
Smile. That's horrible. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Your grandmother died. Big dopey smile. I can't. I'm sorry.
You're at the funeral, just
Yeah, smiling like the Joker.
Hey, we got a great story to get to here. Listen to this one.
A boy from Florida with cancer is very much used.
That wasn't the funny part, Jimmy.
Jimmy! Cancer's not funny.
A boy from Florida with cancer is very much using.
Jimmy.
What?
No. A boy from Florida.
My health doesn't allow it.
I see where this is going.
I actually, I'm going to probably feel guilty soon because I'm going to hear how old he is first.
Yeah.
A boy from Florida with cancer is very much using his head. Pat Pedraja lost all of his hair following chemotherapy, so the very inventive 11-year-old decided to offer up advertising space on his head on eBay. For $5,000, you can lease space on a quarter of his head for 3 months.
5 Gs?
It will not only help you by advertisement, it'll also help save a bunch of lives.
You see, all of the money Pat raises will go to the bone marrow banks to help leukemia patients just like him. Talk about a great kid. Hopefully you can help him out.
All right, get this kid on the phone. WOW logo on his head.
You want WOW logo, $5,000?
And Opie and Anthony WOW logo on his head.
Where does he go, though? Does he just stay at home?
Yeah.
No, who sees him?
Who's gonna
How much?
Sorry. Taking?
Come on.
$5,000 worth of advertising so some fat nurse can look at your head?
Yeah.
Get out in the mall, sick boy.
Going to ball games?
We don't need to advertise to Grandma. She's bringing you your soup.
Exactly. That's great. Who's going to see a WOW sticker? A mortician.
Get him drunk on
Whoa,
the
hey,
wheel.
sorry, hey.
you
Whoa,
know.
is that over the line?
You
Drop
know.
dead. I'm not the one putting ads on the kid's head. It's probably his father who needs money to gamble.
He already did, and he lost. It's great. I love how Jimmy turned around. Yeah, guys, screw you all. That's what he does on stage.
Yeah.
You just got a bunch of oohs and reacted just like you do on stage.
What do you think's going to happen to the kid? He's got leukemia. He's selling ad space on his skull. How do I react? Oh, how adorable. Little punk. Smack his face, straighten him out.
Can you imagine a guy that puts the ad on his head the day before he passes and he tried to get his money back?
You know, I was supposed to get a 3-month run on this.
Contractually, there has to be a stipulation. Look, if he falls down before February 8th, I get half my money back.
I bet he could get more money if he had some sort of a contest. See if you can come up with more money to keep them from putting advertisements on his head. My poor son, we're going to have to write on his head.
Yeah, look, we got to write on this poor kid's head because we're poor. Yeah, we need money for him. He's sick.
$10,000 can keep his head clean.
Usually if people just go on the news like this, they get money.
Yeah.
Like, I was a sucker for that goddamn stupid little pudding-head girl that got her wheelchair stolen.
Oh, that's right. You donated.
Remember that one? I felt so bad. I went home and I found out the address to send money to, and I sent money.
What was the story again?
Oh, little pudding-head girl. She was in a wheelchair. You know, she was wheelchair-bound. I think she had a brain tumor. That's what it was.
She had a special van that was stolen?
Yeah, it's a special van, and the wheelchair was in it, and everything got stolen.
So why didn't you buy her the van?
And they needed money. How do you know I didn't?
Did you?
I cut him a nice check. Put it that way.
Oh, that's great.
And let me tell you something. I never heard word one back.
Really? They didn't even thank you?
I got nothing back.
Not only did I not send anything, but I wrote a letter that said, ha ha. That's what you get. Show off.
That's what you get.
Show off. Show off for having your stuff stolen.
That's what you get. Miss, it's all about me. It has a special van in the bed that comes up.
They didn't give you a letter back in?
No.
I know
But
your donation was pretty
I didn't.
hefty.
What about the joy in your heart?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's just about, doing something nice for somebody. I wasn't looking for
I
any.
got a letter back from the parents. Hey, thank you.
I wasn't looking for that.
Well, I would have been.
I kind of expected it, but I wasn't looking.
Please repossess the van. Please sue them to get the van back. It's tangled them up in court for years. They
It's so
can't
funny
drive it.
when people get charity and then they don't respond to it the right way and everybody freaks out, like that family in New Orleans.
Yep.
That $75,000 house.
$75,000 house.
Which is amazing that you can get a house for $75,000, by the way.
75 G's. And it was a nice house. was like a real nice house. Over here, it would be like a crap hole. Yeah. Be garbage. But there, it was really nice. And the church gave it to this family because they were homeless because of Katrina. And they turned around and immediately sold it for a profit. Never moved in.
Yeah, for like
Took the
105.
money and ran. And then I think what was bad was their little interview they had on the news because, of course, one of those shame on you reporters ran after them. Yeah. And was asking the wife what happened, and she explained it. It's just they didn't come off looking
The
like...
husband was the best.
The
Take it up with
husband was
God.
the best.
Take it up with God.
Take it up with God.
Actually, guys, we got the story.
Oh, you got
it's
it?
so weird that Joe went there. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, this one was great. I watched this like 3 times because I couldn't believe the husband was this stupid.
Yeah, listen to this.
We've been telling you about a New Orleans family displaced by Hurricane Katrina. In February, the Temple of Deliverance Church of God in Christ gave them the keys to a house in Hickory Hill that church members say the wife selected, a $75,000 house, free and clear. But we discovered the family sold it without ever moving in.
This is darn Dolores Thompson and her family were selected out of more than 50 Hurricane Katrina families to be the recipients of this $75,000 house. So why did they never move in? And why did they sell it? When we called Thompson, she admitted she had not moved in, but told us she still owned the house. She hung up when asked if she had sold it.
Bravo, man. They need the money.
Bravo.
Yes,
They need the money. These two were characters. Shysters.
I wonder how they picked them, because, I mean, how many people lost their house?
I know. What was the criteria?
Probably
being a scumbag?
A raffle or something, or some kind of drawing.
I think they said they were a couple. They probably said they had a story or something like that, and they were trying to get married or something. I don't know.
Take it up with God. That's what the guy kept saying.
Yeah.
Interviewing him. Take it up with God.
Yeah, he just wanted airtime, too. Yeah. Like, he was all heavy smiles, like, let me talk. I want to be on camera.
He was a fairly smooth character.
Oh,
She
he
and
was
her husband
smooth.
agreed to meet us at the house. When they arrived, she told us death in her family and personal problems kept her from moving in.
I was in need of a house, but at the time that I was in need of a house, I didn't get the house. And so once I got the house, I really don't like this area. I really didn't. And I didn't know anybody, so that's why I didn't move in and I sold it.
She eventually told us she made $60,000 off the sale. But that's not what the deed shows.
Well, according to this document that I have, you sold the house for
$88,000, which means you made
No, I didn't sell it for $88,000. I sold it for $60,000. The people who sold it got the rest of the money.
Some commission.
Wow.
Who the hell's getting the difference from
28,000 on
60? On 60. I don't think so.
Maybe they're just not. I mean, not that she doesn't sound like the most financially savvy woman.
I like how she starts off saying, like, well, at the time I did need it, and then when I got it, well, I didn't need it anymore. I didn't move in.
I didn't know anybody there.
The bottom line on this whole thing is there is probably a family that really needed the house, that would have moved in and...
Loved it.
Yeah, loved having that house. You know where the happy people are? The neighbors. I saw the neighborhood. Yeah, the neighbors bought the house. They were nailing together some crosses in that neighborhood.
That's why she sold it for 60, because as soon as she moved in, it was worth $15,000.
There you go.
Hey, here's the clip Joe Rogan was talking about. The husband wants to be on camera.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Back it up so you can get me too. I want to be on camera. I want to be on camera too.
Oh, the husband boss.
Now, ask me a question.
The way it appears is that a house, a church...
The way it appears
I'll
is
take
that
over here.
There's a lot of chicanery, connivance, deceit, deception, divisiveness, trickery going on.
That's awesome.
On whose part? Because the church gave you a free house. The church
On the
gave
church
you
part.
a free house,
the
and you
church
all
did
never
not give
moved
me
in.
anything.
That was church people who, out of their generosity, paid for this
take
house.
it up with God. Take it up with God.
You gotta love that kind of arrogance.
I love that too. Chicanery, divisiveness.
The guy says, on whose part? He goes, the church. The church that gave you a free house?
Yeah.
That dude is right out of Pimps Up, Hose Down.
Oh, yeah. You ain't telling me nothing,
Street
bitch.
corner, you know.
Street corner, yes.
You got to make your next move the right move. Choose a pimp tonight, baby.
Chicanery.
Divisiveness.
Divisiveness. Chicanery.
That's brilliant.
He was standing there with a big brim and a cane.
Yeah.
Crunk cup.
Take it up with God.
It turned out Jesus.
All right.
It up with God.
Took it up with God.
Here's how the story ends.
We took it up with God. God had no comment.
And God said, better there than in my neighborhood.
Back to you, Chip.
The interview ended with the Thompsons speeding away.
I don't like the area.
You don't like the area, but I don't understand. Dolores!
The IP
sped away.
on public records showing the family previously had a New Orleans address. And while the church never told them they couldn't sell the house, they say they would have never given it to them had they known they were not going to move in.
If you are not the most needed, you should decline. You know, there are monies that have been given, churches been given, there are houses, and there's still people out there without houses, and they haven't. It's a hardship on them. Don't accept the gift if you don't need it.
If you don't need it.
We took it up with God, and he said, I quote, next time I'll drown all the...
How can you speed away on a bus?
Take it up with God. They sped away in a car donated to them by a white man with his head cracked open on the curb.
Yeah. They sped away in a van with a wheelchair in it.
Hey, that's pretty clever. Callback. I like the callback. Let's go to Steve on Long Island. Steve, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, you know what they should advertise on that kid's head?
Yeah.
Well, at least I don't have AIDS.
And he gives a Francus.
Hey, when you're advertising his head, does his father say, hey, look, if we don't give him the medication, will his head swell up so we can put some more advertisements?
Yeah, as the money pours in, they try to give him medicine that just makes his head real big.
They do what those crazy dudes do to their testicles, where they inflate them with saline.
Right. Oh, yeah, get him, just pump him up.
They just keep feeding him radiation so hair doesn't cover up the head space.
Oh, there's the kid. There's a picture of the
That's
kid.
him. Look at him.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Well, look, if you
tussle his little scalp.
yeah, the little sign says, if you lived here, you'd be home right now.
For $5,000,
There's a bullseye on the back of his head.
for $5,000, you could put anything on his head.
I'm sure there's limits. What are you going to sue him?
Blackbag.com.
Yeah, I think we should buy some space.
I think that if we're not on the phone, we should buy his whole head. How many spaces do you have for rent? And Opie and Anthony should buy his whole head.
Does he have a contact? Let's talk to this kid. Let's see what we could get on his head. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
I guess the most lucrative part of his head would be the front. That way, at least friends and family will see it if the worst happens.
Yeah, when he's laying backwards.
Then again, if it's on the back, what do you need? One uncle seeing your head? Oh. Imagine if Rocky Dennis had that disease, they would have been millionaires.
Oh, tattoo on the back. Silk pillow here. All right.
Well, speaking of kiddie porn.
Nice segue.
Teacher is charged with possession of child porn. FBI agents serving a search warrant last summer, and this is just coming out, at this home in blah, blah, blah. This middle school teacher was heard hammering. This doesn't make sense. All right, FBI agents serving a search warrant last summer at a home of a middle school teacher, heard hammering sounds from inside and forced their way in, according to a court document. Inside, they found the teacher standing naked outside his bedroom.
Oh, no.
The agents found a laptop computer smashed into pieces in the bedroom with a hammer on the keyboard. The teacher, Eric Blah Blah, 48, told them he smashed the computer because he was afraid they would discover illegal music files.
There you go. Music.
What they found in his home led the teacher to take a leave from the middle school, and he went before a judge in San Diego federal court yesterday on charges of possession of child pornography.
Wow, what did he hear, like warrant or something, and the busting the door down?
Yeah.
And he knew exactly what they were coming for.
And he was nude, so he didn't even have time to get pants on.
He was downloading at that moment.
He was downloading at that moment. He was able to find the hammer, what he thought was in time, and he just started smashing the laptop to pieces naked as the FBI agents busted through the front door.
That must have been his plan if he had a hammer right nearby.
What a dumb plan. How about this? Why don't you just put some water in the tub and throw it in that? What's going to ruin a hard drive faster than a tub full of water?
I don't know. Those things are sealed up pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a black box there, Jimmy.
Yeah,
they could get at it.
You got to like drill holes in the hard drive and then run it over some kind of super magnet. It's over. They got you.
The laptop was so damaged that its hard drive could not be fully accessed, but investigators could tell that it had 519 movie files and 362 pictures on it, many with names describing child pornography.
Baby Bird?
He had, another computer in the house had 3,500 images and 60 movies involving children and, you know, the whatever. Hundreds of additional photos and movies were found on recordable compact discs in the home. Wow, this guy was obsessed.
Jesus, what a naughty boy.
Burning him to disc.
There you go.
Yeah, no, he's starting his own online distribution service. He's busy. He's got a DVD burner. He's trying to write it off. My new business venture.
Good luck to you.
What a creep.
And then this...
he'll do fine in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kid.
They don't really mind that whole thing in prison.
That's what you want the cops to see.
White 48-year-old guy.
Kid toucher.
He's done.
You're naked with a hammer and a smashed kiddie porn laptop. That looks good in court. All right.
Godspeed.
We're ready to go here. Okay, man accidentally downloads kiddie porn 11 times.
Whoops.
So, continuing with the same subject here, listen to this.
A Winter Springs man was arrested for having child pornography on his computer. But he told us it's all a big misunderstanding. And now neighbors don't know what to think. Channel 9's Cynthia Demas sat down and spoke with the man on Highlands Glen Circle.
Jack Nation lives in this Winter Springs home right here, and he tells us he's on his computer all the time. He told us that some unsolicited child porn pictures were emailed to him, and he invited us into his house to talk about it.
People actually sent me pictures, too.
Creep.
Unsolicited. And I guess they were on the computer. Once it goes on there, it's on there, I guess. I don't know that much about it.
I know that guy. He's on my mailing list.
There he goes. I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever been sent unsolicited child porn?
Once I was in a chat room where they were sending stuff around. It was like something very questionable, but nothing.
Yeah, but you got to open it.
I didn't know what it was.
You got to like download. Why would you download anything someone sends you?
Years ago, when I first started going to AOL. When's the last time I was in an AOL chat?
Oh, years ago?
9 years ago.
Oh, that's when it was the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Half the time you didn't know what people were sending.
People would go on these
download anything.
People would go on these picture things where they would go list me, and I didn't know what it was. I just knew everybody was putting it, so I put list me, and they would send out porn pictures, all kinds of stuff, and you know, once in a while you get something questionable, but nothing blatant or flagrant.
Yeah,
like stuff you're like,
Nowadays, why would you even open something like that, an attachment, unless you know somebody?
Right.
Just asking for at least a virus.
Well, here's the clip where he claims he accidentally downloaded the illegal porn 11 times.
Oh, whoops-a-daisy.
When we asked 69-year-old Jack Nation about charges of kiddie porn on his computer, he claimed he didn't realize what he was opening before it was too late.
I'm basically just a nice person, and I didn't do anything intentional to bring shame on myself, my family, my friends, or anybody else.
Yeah.
Though he said it wasn't intentional, there are 11 charges against him, alleging he opened 11 different pictures. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement's Computer Crime Center cracked this case. They said they went to a chat room that no longer exists called Petite Picture Traders. They were able to trace the people in the chat room. They said Nation was one of them. That gave authorities probable cause to confiscate his computer. And that's when they said they found the images.
Yeah. I was looking for pictures of the woman from Poltergeist. Swear. I didn't know what the room was about.
Petite Picture Trade. What could that be?
Stop. Know what that is?
Neighbors who didn't want to be identified said they're concerned.
Who knows what's going on behind closed doors?
What's going on in his computer room, Nation claims, is just confusion.
Well, actually, I feel like it's a bad misunderstanding, and I have an attorney. I'm sure that it's going to be cleared up, and I hope soon.
Nation is out on a $55,000 bond. We did run his record. He has no prior convictions.
We ran his record.
There you go. What do you think?
Guilty.
Yeah. Probably, but 11 pictures, that's,
11 times?
There's a lot more people you can go after than a guy with 11 photos on his laptop.
Got to start somewhere.
Nah, but go after the guys who are selling it.
Gary Glitter probably had 11 on there at some point.
In one attachment, he got 11.
Let's say hi. I want to see if this works. The phone's down here. Let's say hi to Talon, the trucker. Talon, what's up?
Hey, good to hear you. I used to share a computer with a roommate of mine, and he was a photographer, did porno photos and stuff, but he also downloaded a lot of stuff from news groups. And there's a couple of programs that would just download all the photos from various news groups, no matter what was in there, straight, weird shit, kiddie porn, whatever. Next thing you know, you have tons of stuff on your computer. It's like, oh shit, do I really want to be connected with this? Hope you can hear me. I ain't hearing shit back.
Oh my God.
Well, that went great. Guy couldn't hear us, and then he decides he can't hear us, so he has to curse because he can't hear us.
3 times.
3 times.
Same word, too. Jesus.
But
Mix it up a little.
It sounds like he shared a computer with a roommate, and I don't know. And the roommate downloaded some stuff accidentally, and now it's on the computer they share.
You don't want to share a computer. Oof. Get in trouble. My goodness. What's the ruling on that, Kenny? Get in trouble, right? Yeah.
Thanks.
They'll take both of you in.
Well, thanks for adding to the story, Kenny.
They'll take both of you in.
Old people still do it. Of course they do.
Ugh.
We just don't know. We just don't want to hear about it, right?
How many old people are really doing it?
Dude, the Viagra.
Yeah, but
they had the stories come out where
they gotta have women that are willing and able.
Well, that's the problem. The women have been coming out of the woodwork going, oh, my God, I curse Viagra because my life was fine. I spent many, many years having sex with my husband, and it was great, and we had kids. We had a great, healthy sex life. But then, you get older, and you kind of fade into some other stuff with your relationship, and then they invent this Viagra, and then the guys are back at it with them, and they're just not into it anymore.
Well, you fade into other stuff like what, cancer? Good for these old guys. Let your golden years be filled with humiliating her like you did through your younger years.
Old codgers.
Exactly.
That just reminds me of those HBO shows again. Wow. Whenever they do that real sex on HBO.
Do they still do Real Sex, by the way?
I don't know if they're still doing it or just rerunning old ones, but they seem like they're all the same.
Yeah.
They have the one with the elderly, Like they go to a place because they always have to go to someone's house that seems to be the know-it-all.
Some hippie freak.
Old, hippie broad. And the old people go there, and it's to, rekindle their love life because their sex life has gone down the tubes over the years. And they go there, and they're all together in one room laying on a floor, and the woman, the know-it-all hippie broad, is telling them what to do. Now, and they're naked. They're all just nude, looking just like awful, like material hanging off the end of a table, like doilies, their bodies. And they're, rubbing each other. Now, give your husband a back rub. And just these translucent, veiny hands rubbing this back with skin tags all over it is just not sexy.
She's the sex coach, right?
Yeah, she's the sex coach. And then they show, them getting into areas that are a little more sensitive than just their back. And that's when the grandpa's laying there and he goes like, oh. Oh. And you just hear this room of grandpas moaning. And these old broads putting their hands where they haven't been in years. Oh, that's it. Very good.
Mildred.
Very good, Myrtle. Oh. Myrtle, you're doing a fine job. Oh.
She got the grandchildren's charm bracelet dangling.
Yeah. 8 grandchildren tinkling away. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
Clink, 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 clink,
clink, clink, clink. Oh, they're going to have to be washed because one slipped and kind of went somewhere.
Why do you have one black grandchild? Forget it.
Hey, we should get
into those shows. Watch them every time.
They highlighted a couple little sentences, but this thing is worth reading from the beginning. They're looking for love and learning some harsh lessons. Oh. The truth about elderly sex and the consequences.
Elderly sex.
November 30th, 2006. At the Pinhole? It looks like Pinhole, but it's at the Pinhole Senior Center in Northern California. There are lots of gray-haired folks huddled around the computer these days.
Uh-oh, what do they do?
Oh, no. Contrary to expectations, they're not there to learn how to email their more tech-savvy grandchildren. No, these grandmas and grandpas are looking for love on the Internet.
How about they have some dignity and just go online and search for burial plots? Work out the inheritance and move on. Selfish.
Betty Pleck. Or Pleek. I don't know. You pronounce it. P-L-E-I-C-H. Betty Pleek. Betty Betty, a 75-year-old widow, is open to the possibilities of internet dating.
Bet she was hot when she was nose art on a bomber. Enough with Betty.
She says she couldn't imagine her grandmother searching the web for a beau, but this generation is different.
Oh.
I think we want to get out and go, Pleach says. We don't want to sit back in the rocking chair. We want to spread our wings still at this age.
Yeah, and those are wings with gravity. Look. Old dusty wings.
And she's, I'd always heard that colored gentlemen were built a certain way. And I joined this website, and they certainly are.
It was all so forbidden back then. Now, I'm open to anything.
Yeah, one in the front. Two, each hand. You can be a five-holer.
Just a disgusting whore of a granny. Hey, whatever happened to our...
All right, that's it for me for tonight. I gotta go lie down. I'm not feeling well, so it is what it is. Okay, take care. Have a good one.